Ooh, so hot. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. Whoa, so take off all your clothes. Sorry, I'm already fully naked. Oh, we got mail at least. You got mail. Oh, from Lukaku. Are you... Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like more traditional family would have been better. I'm worried about something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Sammy there. So what would we recall to like something like... What does it say? Don't worry, thanks to exorcism, my right arm has been quiet for a while. Still there no telling what could set off. No, I don't like that ceremony. What would a traditional ceremony entail? I need details! Don't tell me it's an ancient forbidden secret. Exorcism? Well, it wasn't bad, just a little clumsy. You're a servant of the gods, you need to project dignity and confidence. Working? I mean, I can get behind that, you know, like, show more confidence. Yeah, don't be that shy little flower you always been. Oh, but she's so cute with that, even though it's a he, I know. Send it! Be more confident, man. Really, yeah, that's we see. Anything? Nope. Well, so then what? I was at university all morning as I returned to Akiba. The heat is now becoming unbearable. I grab an iced coffee. Or a nice iced coffee, maybe. At the bakery inside Yudobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check a channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. Sometimes. I mean, you're a scientist, for God's sake, at least you try to be. I search for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon, and Makisi Kurisu stabbing, but turn up nothing. So, were those hallucinations after all? When I peek at the occult board, I found posts in multiple threads from someone claiming to be Jon Titor. Wait, Jon Titor is back? Who's Jon? I remember. It wasn't the girl we saw before, but Jon Titor was the time traveler, if I remember. You didn't even say that! Why am I not looking at the screen? Jon Titor appeared on an American BBS 10 years ago claiming to be a time traveler. He claimed to travel from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the ABN 5100. His claims started quite a storm among the BBS denizens. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War and the spread of the Jacob disease, for example? I don't know that disease. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principle behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. I mean, he said he was Jon Triton, right? At one point, his prediction gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other too. That's why, to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. So after 10 years of silence, the same Jon Titor is now on a Japanese PBS. Nah, doubt that. Ridiculous! It's obviously a troll. Trolling. First of all, Jon Titor is American, yet now he's posting at an ad channel in Japanese. I mean, you can learn Japanese in 10 years. I believe so. I think if I had 10 years to train, if I wanted to learn Japanese, in that time even I, that's really bad at language, I suck at language and learning languages, I would be able to learn Japanese in 10 years. Let's take a look at this post though. I don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. Time travel, yeah. Lol. Young Titor. Lol.
More details on the time machine, please. Did they sell time machine? How much do they cost? I got about 100 billion yen saved. Can you send me one?
CERN has a monopoly on time machine. Not even the most powerful nation on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used a time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia.
That's a very bad place.
There's no war, no conflict. However, that is a false peace founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean?
Well, you see, LOL was a game.
Famous.
It's a MOBA.
Whoa, why did you come to this sun? What's that about satellite crash you're doing?
Wait guys. Titor-san doesn't understand Atena lingo. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean.
Not sure. Whoa, get a tripod, asshole. Oh, what's a turn? I came here to change my present, in other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN, dystopia, and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free, but you will lose it all in just 20 short years. But it's vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is a tribe code? I might get one if you tell me what it is.
You said Alyssa has time machine. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for Sam. Therefore your goal can't be the destruction. Dystopia. You're a fraud. QAD. What's a dystopia?
Well, how can CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to start killing each other.
Well, I mean, if they have a time machine, they could just go back in time and change. Like, either way, like, 20 years wouldn't be too much time if you have a time machine. Either way, they're like, oh wait, we need to stop the Middle East. Let's try this. Oh, that didn't work. Well, let's go back in time and change that. Oh, that didn't work either. Well, let's try it again. And then finally, well, we found it. Formula that worked! Yay! And now we have peace.
Wow. Who wants to change the future, man? You trying to play God? If they promise world peace, saved. I for one welcome a new Sun Overlord. Praise Sun! Praise the overlords of Sun! Well, my time machine is a prototype reverse engineered from stolen Sun technology. Compared to that time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single all-powerful governing body, the organization that controls the Dark Dominion. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we'll eat, where we'll live, and who we'll marry. There's no privacy and no choice. Anybody who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials.
Why, maybe? And stop small changes to the past cause of huge changes to the future. You already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future?
What?
Implying
CERN ruled the world. Do you even know what CERN is? Lol.
OPS trial. So if we find his dad and kill him, then this time traveler,
LMO,
will never be born and we won't have to listen to his bullshit. Am I right?
You want to know if you can meet your past self? I want to know if you can meet your past self.
Can you have self-cest? Well, that's
something worse than incest.
Self-cest. I don't know. Technically, is it only masturbation then at that point? I don't know.
You're talking about so-called grandfather paradox that has been debunked. The world line has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the one line I came from. Killing my father would alter the variance, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is our particle physics research institution that hasn't changed in 2036. It is possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. Physics research. Okay. Lol, if you truly attempt it, then fucking prove it. Post time machine pigs and get the fuck out.
The many-world interpretation? Whoa, slow down, bro. Reese's taking over the world. Lalwa.
Yeah, this is a forum. I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I'm only posting this message on a whim. My mission comes first. Whoa. What a wild lies. Give me to set from a not well. What happened if you do?
Late reply. A tripod is a way to identify posters. Put password after your name.
Lol. Backpedaling. World lines are like an infinity number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post in this measure report have practically no effect on this world line's divergence. But if your mother, let's say, then divergence would change. However, it would only change by about 0.0000002%, if that. A single human being that is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, act of terrorism, another event that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. Thanks for telling me about the tribe codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everyone.
Looks like they already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to young Titor for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I read one of the books on Titor, that's how I know. This new young Titor is clearly an imposter, or he could be back after 10 years, right? There are many Titor fanatics on that channel. There are. It's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time travel as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? Yeah, you shouldn't ignore someone. You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original Yon Titor thread archive in English and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I enter Yon Titor's name into a search engine. Well, what? 12 matches? I mean, that seems a little, right? Wait, only 12? Yeah, I felt also that was little. Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titus postings on a channel. Oh. That's strange. I can't find a single trace of the Titor from 10 years ago, but... If we change... We sent a message back a week in time. So how would that change something that happened 10 years ago? Bizarre. This just can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then I got tens of thousands of hits. Is this search engine filtered? I try searching another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Could this be another organization conspiracy? You know how CERN was physics company, something like that? Something that would hire possibly a genius girl. Like, one murder wouldn't be enough to change things on a global scale, they say. But I have a theory, because how else would it change things 10 years in the past? Because we're changing the future and he came originally from the future. So therefore he wouldn't go back to 10 years ago, but rather to this time to change now. Because... our genius girls that I never can pronounce the name of and always forget the name of. She's not working for CERN. Or, yeah, she's start working. Maybe she gets me involved because I have here with time travels. Or she herself understand and learn time travel. And therefore makes a time machine, making it so CERN can travel in time. And that's how she would be able to affect it, even though she's only a single person, because she gives CERN time traveling technology, which would make so he wouldn't travel back in time to 10 years ago, but rather to this timeline, because we changed the future completely by letting her live. But it's only a theory. A game theory! Because we're in a game, right? No? These past 2 days I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I called Daryl. He'll know about Titor for sure. After all, I've talked to him about Titor before. I only vaguely remember the details of the conversation, but I am positive the conversation happened. By the time I dig my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like making the call. Why not? Instead, I send him an email on the way back to the lab. He replies with his location. Oh? By May Queen. He means May Queen plus Nayan. By the power of 2. A maid cafe. I'd always like to visit a maid cafe. I mean, honestly, I would like to work as a maid cafe also. I could work as a service priest in a maid uniform. I don't know, maybe. I mean, I have maid outfits, but hey, who doesn't? Daryl's a regular there. Apparently 3D cat maids are his thing too. Yeah, you mentioned before he cheats on his 2D waifus with 3D cat girls or maids. Something like that.